Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Real Telugu Talks. And today is May 20th, and as a lot of you know, we got a pretty big teaser drop today. And of course, that is War 2, directed by Ayan Mukherjee, starring, of course, Junior NTR, Hrithik, Roshan, and Kiara Advani. And we are going to do a reaction and review kind of analysis of that teaser today. We're gonna watch the teaser through first. We're not gonna pause it or anything, and then we'll give our reactions about what we think about everything after the initial view. So, without further ado, let's get started and watch the teaser.
నాకు ఏడుపు వస్తుందిరా.
Initial thoughts, Pavan. If you want to give yours real quick.
Well, clearly, like in the teaser, they did like their best job of just like not revealing anything important, right?
Yeah.
It was very like obvious. They just wanted to show like still shots for the most part, like not like still shots, but more so like quick like
The
2-3 second frames, just revealing like how action packed the movie is gonna be.
Yeah.
Which like I think they're straightforward with how they're talking with the audience, right? In terms of like they want to make it clear that this is going to be full action and fully just getting the best out of both guys. Like both of them will be starred equally. Both of them will be given pretty equal screen time because they both will be the focus of the movie. There won't be a surrounding cast that'll be focused on. There won't really be any of that. So based on like at least the teaser, I got that part. And then in terms of the looks, the type of action they're going for, this is some of the best work you can expect when you have two of these guys. So I'm excited. It looks really good.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you on 90% of everything you said. Like I'll be honest with you. We'll talk. I've seen it multiple times before this initial reaction. So I have a few like not even like criticisms, but like just like questions, like worrisome things about the film as general. But let's talk about the good first. Like first of all, we'll talk about Hrithik Roshan. That dude is hot, bro. Like Hrithik Roshan, I mean, there's a reason he's called the Greek god of Indian cinema. Like I mean, like that tricep shot from the first war was so iconic that they just brought it back in this movie. And one day I'll be like, hopefully, if I work hard enough, I'll have triceps like Hrithik Roshan. It's gonna take some time, but no, again, and then like Hrithik Roshan's look is pretty much the same from the first war.
Yep.
Like that sort of like brownish hair with the stubble and like the beard and everything. So I'm 100% sure that they probably nailed the characterization of Hrithik Roshan. And then the next aspect I have to talk about is, of course, Tarakana Junior NTR. This is the first time we're getting a proper like Telugu hero in a commercial North Indian film,
let alone an action movie.
In an action movie with like almost with not even almost with equal respect in characterizations to the actual like Bollywood hero.
Yep.
NTR is playing the villain in this movie.
Yep.
And so I'm really excited to see what they will do. And obviously, NTR's acting, there will be no question, there will be no fingers pointed at. You give that man anything and he will act his heart out. We all know that. My main gripe with NTR's character in the film is honestly his look.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad look, it's just kind of basic. You know what I mean?
I agree, and again, no offense to like the Bollywood heroes, but like I feel like for the most part, most of these guys' looks in their movies are actually pretty standard.
Yeah.
In a sense that they don't actually really go outside the box for looks sometimes, which isn't a bad thing. Like I'm not complaining about it, because to their credit, they've looked good that way. Yeah. And they've managed really well with those kind of looks in their filmographies. But like even for example like SRK, right, with Jawan, that was a completely new look for him. Especially the second character like
Yeah,
with all the gray hair and
the
everything.
gray
Like
hair and everything.
like
Yep.
that was a incredibly stylish look that you would not get in a pure Bollywood film usually. Um, and in that sense, I feel like we've seen Tarak in more fierce looking characters,
Yeah.
just look wise. Like, I'm sure his fierceness will show up on the screen because to both of these guys, their strong suit is action. Like, on paper, this is
Yeah.
going to be everything that you asked for because Hrithik Roshan's strong suit is action, NTR's strong suit has been action. That man has been doing action movies forever. And so you throw both of them in a star-packed role like this, then it's gonna work. But I think
Yeah.
looks-wise, I completely agree with you. They could make him look more fierce than what that is. It just looks clean.
Because when I saw his first look, right? Because before we this was even dropped, right? We know that they were doing a movie together, but until today, we didn't get a single poster, a single announcement. It's just that we know this is happening. We know who's attached to the project. We know when it's coming out. There was just no like official poster or anything today. Malgaman first look kani, second look kani, adini idini pertar kada. There was none of that for this movie. It was just direct. Okay, here's your teaser and here's your poster. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
So we were expecting what we had no idea what to expect, and honestly, nakete, the look that NTR has, it looks good. It's the same look. It's pretty similar to the look he had in Aravinda Sameta, honestly. If you think about
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's
I would
very
agree.
similar to the Aravinda Sameta look. And I'm not saying it's a bad. It's a good look. It's just that when at the end of Tiger 3, since this is all interconnected, right? Tiger 3 end low, there's like a small post-credit scene with Hrithik Roshan, and like the boss or like the raw chief or whatever calls him and basically hypes up NTR as this like menacing shaitan level villain who's like a devil and so dark and everything. So I was expecting something, a look to match that. Now, whether again, we don't know anything else about the character. We know who what to expect from Hrithik Roshan's character. It's going to be a bit of a gray shade. It's going to be, but at the end of the day, it's for good. We have no idea who NTR, his character, or his motivations are in this movie, right? So I'm keeping, I'm not shutting anything down. I'm keeping it open, right? I don't have set expectations uh, of what NTR's character is. I'm just excited because we saw what this man can do with the negative role in Jay Lavakusha. We saw
It's
what he
crazy
can
you
do,
bring that up because that's exactly what I was expecting actually in terms of his look.
and not
The
even
the
Jay
villain
Lava-
character that he had in J Lo Kusa, that was the
Ravan.
look I was expecting.
Yeah,
And so like I was actually fully expecting that, and then we got this clean look, which like again,
Yeah.
we're only viewing this stuff at face value, right? Like this is not us like tempering our expectations for the movie. Like our expectations are still sky high for this movie. Our expectations are still sky high for each
Yeah.
hero in this movie. But to the credit, like it's just I expected that, and then I got this, which I don't mind, but that's just what I
yeah.
thought.
And it's not even that like this clean look doesn't work for NTR. Remember Daya from Temper, bro.
Yep. Temper
He-
was the exact same thing.
He had he had a clean shave, right? Small stubble, combed hair. He would, on the face value, he looked like a good guy, but you saw how big of a menace he was to society in
Yep.
that movie,
Yep.
right? And that was purely because of, I think it was the characterizations of Daya and NTR's acting that just pushed it, right? So I'm hoping that Ayan Mukherjee can get that as well and do something at that as well. But I have to be honest though, there are some scenes in the movie where, like in the teaser, right? One thing I noticed was like Hrithik Roshan. There's a shot where he's like he's fighting like samurai people or something with a katana, and there's a shot where he's got this crazy look on his face,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, so that's one thing, and so that's one shot that stuck with me. Another shot that stuck with me was dude, NTR in the suit with like his chest open and a wound right here and like bandaged up, and he had like this sort of anger and sadness at the same time in his eyes. I'm telling you, man, NTR's eyes can act. Like he is one of the only actors in all of India, I'll be honest, where like he can show multiple expressions within
Yeah.
split seconds just through his eyes. Right? So I'm excited to see NTR in like a full on stylish suit action kind of film, you
I
know?
wonder if that's also why they went with the clean look, right? Because like with
Yeah.
movies like this, it's
Hmm.
like you see like the little car scene in the movie,
Hmm.
or even like you kind of get like the one-on-one
Yeah.
look, like
Hmm.
action shot at the end. Like, I wonder if since they wanted to have it sleek and
Hmm.
modern in terms of
Hmm.
action rather than like a raw, rugged type of action
Yeah.
movie, like that's probably also why they went with the clean
Hmm.
look for NTR, which
Hmm.
I think is understandable.
It makes sense. It was, I guess, it's just that were expecting
We had
something
different
else. We
expectations.
just
That's
had
it.
different expectations. Now, again, I 100% believe that that Tarak and NTR, he can 100% pull this off,
Oh,
right? In
100%.
any
Yeah.
look, he will pull off the acting, and I will be honest with you, I don't think he will pick a film just because of the box office value or the face
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
We
Just like the
know he's
star
not that
appeal or
kind of
anything like
person.
that. No.
We know he's not that kind of person. I'm pretty sure there is a very good character for him, and I am also hoping for the possibility that he is a villain, but I hope he doesn't die so that we can see him again in future YRF Spy Universe projects.
Yeah.
But again, keeping everything open-minded, and but I'm gonna keep regular expectations. I want more stuff, right? I obviously we know that NTR and Hrithik Roshan are crazy dancers, bro. If
Oh,
we
whenever that like
when
teaser
that
or
song
yup,
drops,
that
dude,
song's gonna drop, it's gonna go crazy.
it's gonna go instantly viral, bro. Like those two are like, dude, we got a little bit. We got the dance of JJ Shivashankar from War One, and then we got Natu Natu from the South. But bringing the one of the best dancers in Tollywood and the best dancers in Bollywood together, if Ayan Mukherjee and if YRF have pulled this off, dude, that's all I need. Honestly, I just want to see both of them dancing on screen because they're both two of my favorite all-time
Dude,
dancers, bro.
this is actually like peak commercial movie on
Exactly, bro.
paper
Yeah.
because like the elements are all going to be there,
Mhm.
right? The
Mhm.
dance will be there. The If
Mhm.
the songs and music are on point to go along with the dance, it's
Mhm.
going to be there. And then it's just the action scenes. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
even need to speak on that. It like
Mhm.
like the work we've seen from both the
Mhm.
guys
Mhm.
is speaks for itself. So
Yeah.
what I don't understand is like I'm so curious what Kiara's role is gonna be because I feel like it's gonna not be much. Because I
See,
don't know how
when
you
you
could
you
fit
had
her in when you have two
mhm.
star-powered heroes like this.
See, when you have in the Tiger movies, you have who is it? Katrina Kaif, right? She's a pretty big star, and then in Pathan you had Deepika Padukone, and she had a pretty big role. But like when you look at the first war movie, bro, Vani Kapoor was there for like 5 minutes and then she died.
Yeah.
So like I hope they don't pull something like that with Kiara Advani as well, considering the fact how big and how popular she is.
Dude,
Um,
nah, bro. I saw in the comments like immediately
yeah.
right after, bro. They were like, nah, bro. Kiara's about to be like Rajiv Kanakala, bro. And like all the Telugu people know what we're talking about, right? Because like basically for context, like Rajiv Kanakala dies in like every single
Every
movie,
movie.
bro. Like the movie is not a hit unless Rajiv Kanakala
Unless
dies
he
in the
dies,
beginning,
yeah.
right? Like, and that's like not just like an NTR movie. It's just like Telugu movies in general,
It
bro. Rajiv Kanakala is there just to die in the very beginning, bro. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know
Yeah.
what the directors have against him, or like if he just sells it really well, or he's so impactful to the story only if he dies. I don't know what the logic is, but yeah, if Kiara is like that, that's tough, bro. You decide to act in a movie with Hrithik Roshan and NTR, and you're there for 5 minutes, and then you die, bro. Like that's nah, bro. That would suck.
Nah, they can't do Hrithik like that, bro. They killed off Vani Kapoor in the first one, and if they kill off Kiara in this one, this dude is never gonna recover. Kabir will never recover. He will never love again. We will not get a love track in War 3 at all, bro.
Oh my god.
Nah. But I wanna come back on track, right? The one thing you said is action. Dude, 100%, the action between the two will be good. My worry is the action visuals.
Yeah.
You know, there are some outdoor shots like in the hills or like in the snow where I'm like, okay, that is clearly green screen. That is clearly just painted on.
Yeah.
So those kind of visuals, like I know there's still some time. If they can work on it, make it look better or something, that I would 100% be ready for that. But another thing is please, Ayan Mukherjee, that train shot, it gave me a bit of trauma flashback to Vinay Vidya Rama, bro. Like, see, I know that those are two completely different movies and two completely different directors, but the shot of NTR jumping on the train, if Ayan Mukherjee didn't do that properly, and after that, everyone is gonna start trolling NTR the way that people were trolling Boya and Ramcharan for that scene in
Yep,
Vinay
yep,
Vidya
yep.
Rama. So I'm hoping that it's obviously you gotta put logic outside for an action film, but please don't make it Boya level stupidity. But like keep it a bit. So that's my one thing, and like please don't get that train scene to be the bay to be an issue,
Dude,
bro.
in a sense, you know what? Like, I don't know if you watched the movie Gray Man, but like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like it should be like that level of star power and clashing
Mm-hmm.
at the end. Like that one-on-one fight scene at the end. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's to the level of what we saw at the end of Gray Man, because like,
Like
I
between
think.
Ryan Gosling and
Yup,
Chris
and Chris
Evans.
Evans. Yup. I think they both can pull it off easily.
Oh, 100
Again,
percent.
most of this stuff just comes down to stunt choreographers,
Mm-hmm.
and how they actually piece these things together.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point, if you don't choreograph it properly, it just becomes
Yeah.
boring and repetitive.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm hopeful. I mean, the action in the YRF movies always looks good.
exactly.
It always
Exactly.
works, right? It's
Exactly.
just that for me, it's the one thing that I'm a bit worried about is like the actual visual of like the setting and the CGI that goes into it. Because like obviously, like when you look at Patan, that whole jetpack sequence kind of was a bit off, and then
Dude, was
like
it
in
Patan where they had Deepika going on the ice skates, bro? All
oh yeah
across,
yeah
bro?
exactly
Like, nah,
yeah
like
it
some
was
stuff like
Patan.
that. It's like
So
logic's gotta go out
some
the
of that
window, but like,
stuff, right?
come on, man. Like some of that.
Like at least the visuals gotta look nice. So I
Yep,
really hope that
yep.
they do good with the
They gotta
visuals
sell
of
it
the
in a
aspect.
sense. Like, it
Yeah.
just can't look like very.
This is ఇదొక యాక్షన్ అడ్వెంచర్ మూవీ ఊరికే ఒక గ్రీన్ స్క్రీన్ సెట్ లో తీసేసినట్టు ఉండకూడదు కొంచెం కొత్తగా ఉండాలి కొంచెం యాక్చువల్
Yep,
విజువల్స్ ఉండాలి లైక్
yep,
మంచి విజువల్స్ ఉండాలి
yep.
so so yeah that's I think that's about it dude like
Yeah, we covered everything.
I don't have much else to say
Yeah.
about the teaser. I do want to say one thing, dude. Better posters, bro. Please,
Yeah,
YRF.
yeah,
We need
yeah,
better
yeah,
posters.
yeah.
That the poster that they released today looked like a fan made poster,
Literally.
and like we need some better posters. This is like a once in a lifetime kind of film with two crazy stars. The fan made posters looked better, bro. It's an issue when the fan made posters look better. Like we got it. YRF, please get better posters. I feel like this is like the generic poster they're going to use for most of the movie's marketing, but like, come on, like actually better posters. That's my one, and that's just purely production. Like, please figure that out. But yeah, other than that, I think that's about it. Solid first impression, could have been better, in my opinion. But I'm still
But that's
excited.
just us being nitpicky as
Yeah.
well. I think once we get more details, I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping a lot will change, because again,
I'm.
the like all the
Mm-hmm.
commercial elements in this movie are there.
Mm-hmm.
So like bit by bit, as we get more information,
Mm-hmm.
we can kind of get like a glimpse into what this movie is gonna be.
I'm excited to see what Ayan Mukherjee will do, bro. Like actually, because his films are a lot character based. Like when you look at Wake Up Sid, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, or even Brahmastra, right? They're very much they go deep into the actual character, their mental state, their ideologies, and all that. So I'm excited to see what he will bring. Obviously, this is just a teaser. We just got the full like just action, what to expect in action wise. But actual character wise, I'm excited to see on the big screen.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's about it. War 2, August 15th. I mean, sorry, August 14th. There's another movie coming out on August 14th, if you know what we're talking about. Uh, but yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you thought about the War 2 teaser, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.